Hi, happy Election Day. Hope you voted today. This is Tuesday night, November 6th, and this is the VCR Party. This is our weekly internet show. I'm Nick. This is Joe from the Found Footage Festival. We're watching all of our videos, and the polls have closed, I think, in most places, maybe not on the West Coast yet. They can't turn you away, so stay there if you're watching this on your phone, waiting to vote. I highly doubt anybody's doing that.
No. Right now? No.
But anyway, the polls have not closed here at VCR
anybody's gonna
Party.
be watching this. Anybody's watching the show right now, right?
I hope so. I hope people
Well, like
voted.
live. I mean, because there's so much more action going on.
Oh, you mean watching the returns?
Yeah.
People need a break. People need a break, and I think the elections matter, but tonight's election matters too. We are going to elect a new comptroller of VCR Party, and we've got two very important videos who are up for the position. And you will vote.
Two very different videos, but also very similar, and this is going to be the debate of the century.
Right.
It's Wendy's Grill Skill 1 versus Wendy's Grill Skill 2. Which is the better grill skill video?
We've each picked our candidates. We'll be representing them.
We have Steve here. He's going to moderate. We set up a microphone. He's going to chime in occasionally. Say hi, Steve. Just so there he is. All right.
Okay.
See,
Steve's
he's
our
got his
moderator.
microphone. Yep, he's our moderator. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
If there's anything below the belt, I'm looking forward to a good, clean race.
All right,
and you'll all vote.
Before we do that, we are going to watch a Found Footage Festival Classics. This one I'm super stoked about. This one comes from Volume 1 of the Found Footage Festival. This is Carnival in Rio with Arnold Schwarzenegger. We actually have 2 copies of this one, not to brag or anything. And did you explain why we're wearing ties and everything? It's because we're like politicians,
we're candidates.
right?
We're representing each... I didn't explicitly say that.
No, but I didn't know if that was implied. Like, we want to look nice to present our case for
Right.
Grill Skill 1 versus Grill Skill 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why we're wearing ties.
Yeah, we'll see later.
So let's watch this. Okay, so I'm going to show a classic scene that we featured in the video, in our montage. It's, how long is it? It's like a 60-minute video. And what is it, 60 minutes? I can't tell. Oh yeah, it's 60 minutes.
Yep.
And I'm going to show a classic scene, but then there's another one afterwards that, I haven't watched this video in like 20 years, 15 years or so.
Yeah, I haven't watched the whole thing in a long time.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
There's so much filler. So anyway, what Carnival in Rio is some producers told Arnold Schwarzenegger, they're like, hey, go down, explore Carnival in Brazil, and go nuts. And so he does, and he goes absolutely bonkers. And
the reason we're showing this tonight is because he was a 2-term governor of California.
Why. Yep.
So here's pre-governor.
And I think it's the only. I was trying to think of a political video that we have. I think this is the closest that we have.
Well, we've got a lot of Oliver North videos and stuff like that.
They're not good. They're not as good as this.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is the best one.
I think this is a good
choice. All right,
choice.
here it is. Carnival in Rio. This is the scene where he's going on a date with a woman, and he's teaching her English.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I teach you some English.
Really soft focus.
Okay.
Look at that dangerous watermelon.
It's got teeth.
It's biting.
Biting.
Biting. Good. It's biting.
Biting.
Good. Then the next one is, put it in again. And not biting, no. Like this. Good. Yes.
That carrot's my penis.
In Portuguese, chupar.
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 Everything's just like awkward conversations like this.
Okay.
But they have to put up with it because they're getting paid to do this video.
Yeah. So now she sings the song with his head in her lap. This video's so weird.
He's very emasculated right here.
I think he's in love. Now watch it. There's this popsicle eating scene that I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Desencantada da vida, o sonho, alegria me dá nele.
Be patient.
Você está.
Here comes the popsicle scene.
Ah, se eu tivesse.
The mountains of
quem
Rio.
bem quisesse, esse alguém.
She's not a great singer.
There it is.
diria, desiste essa busca inútil. Eu
Or maybe it's a
não
fudgesicle.
desistia.
I think it's a fudgesicle.
Porém, com perfeita paciência.
He's always feeding her things.
tive
Yeah.
te
Look.
buscar.
And she's not.
No, she's
taking little
done.
nibbles. Like, She knows the word biting.
Com
Yeah.
outras mulheres, rolando tadinho, jogando bilhar. E nesse dia.
Yeah, there's just a little montage of forceful fudgesicle feeding while she's singing an out-of-key Portuguese song.
And then at one point he's smoking a cigar and he's teaching her how to smoke a cigar.
It's
and-
all phallic things, right?
Yeah. It's so so good.
I just don't know. I mean, obviously, there's a phallic thing with the baby carrot, but is that really the best representation of his penis? I mean, it's a tiny little carrot stick. Like, I don't know. Why don't you go with a kielbasa or something like that if you're really trying to impress
And
her?
also, like, when you teach somebody about how to speak English, like, is biting the word that you start with? It's
No,
like,
well-
here's how you speak English. Let's start with the word biting.
There's just so many things wrong with that. But he was elected twice. It didn't matter. When he was running for governor, we played clips from that on the Letterman show, and we're like, here's who your candidate is. Nobody cared, so we should have seen future sexually harassing politicians just out in the open without, that should not have come as a surprise to anybody.
I remember we played that in Sacramento maybe like 14 years ago on our first tour through California, and we talked to somebody who worked in that office who said, we've been trying to get rid of every copy ever.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to get rid of them. We have 2 of them, and they go for like $150
Do they really?
online. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
worth something. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one at home too, so we've got like 3 copies
really?
of that. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a found footage. That's on foundfootagefest.com. You can get that DVD or digital download.
Yep. I want to show more from that because there's
Yeah, we
so much
should.
more from that.
Yeah, I know. We've only ever shown that like 2-minute cut we did.
Yeah.
So yeah.
there's
Did you
so
put the
much more.
website up, Steve? Is that somewhere? Just so people can order that. Hey, I just wanted to mention that we were in Minneapolis and Madison. We did like a Midwest tour last
And those are
weekend.
hometown shows for us.
Great
We're from
shows.
There. Yeah.
We always have enthusiastic crowds, but I don't think we've ever had as enthusiastic of crowds as we did last weekend.
No, it's huge.
And so we actually, has happened.
I think it's because of VCR Party. I honestly do. Like,
I
since
hope
we started
so.
doing that, the crowds have been bigger.
Yeah.
And more Joe's Tedium Corner fans are coming out of they're coming out of the woodwork.
Well, I was happy to see Excitement Corner fan has started too. So people actually, occasionally we'll get this where people dress in costume, but we had a bunch of people at the Twin Cities show who came with their homemade T-shirts,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Check out this dude. And this dude here, look at him. You bring him up?
It's just the one guy?
Yeah. Well, that's the guy who gave us gastrointestinal
Oh, that's right,
systems.
yeah.
Yeah. And look at that sweet-ass Joe's Tedium Corner shirt. He's got Joe's Tedium Corner in the corner, which I thought was a really cool idea.
And it kind of looks like your Rewind shirt. It kind of looks
the
like
blue one with the white
yeah.
and everything. Yeah, but I like the corner idea, and maybe we should make T-shirts.
He's
of that.
one of our best patrons. So
He really is.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. Then his wife here had a Nick's vegan crossed out,
Right.
and then Excitement Corner below, which is look at that.
That's a
quality
great shirt too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're going to commercially produce those, but
I
feel
like
free to
that.
make
I
your
like
own.
how subtle it is. It's such
Yeah.
a subtle
Yeah, it is.
shirt.
It's-
It's just understated
You can wear it to church.
as long as you tuck it in.
And then we had a whole bunch of, like a whole group wore their favorite videos
Yeah,
as
look at
T-shirts.
that. Yeah, somebody made a It Only Takes a Second shirt. Somebody made a special delivery shirt.
Love that one.
There's 2 How to Have Cybersex on the Internet shirts. Yeah, and then, so after that show, at the Madison show, I don't know if you remember, we played Art Paul Schlosser, his public access show. We grew up being big fans of this guy.
That was the episode with Gabe Gronley, if you want to go back and look at it.
Yeah, so there, he was busking outside of the show, and
He's the guy who was painting and then used his own spit as the lubricant.
As
for
the water,
as the
yeah,
water
yeah, for the
color
watercolors,
paint.
yeah.
Right. Makes sense.
yeah, and I told him about that too. I talked to him about the public access, about his public access show, and he didn't remember it at all.
Yeah, and it was funny, 'cause during the show, he was sitting right in our eye line. So during the clips, while we're playing the videos, we both were like, Art Paul's right there, and we were looking
I mean, he's like a hero. Like, we grew up watching him. Like,
He's a
busking-
public access TV legend in Madison, Wisconsin, but he also painted and had, he'd always be busking out on State Street
Mm-hmm.
there, playing his kazoo and his songs, like Pink Pants. And so we were like, holy cow, he was busking
Drink
out.
milk rap.
Drink milk rap. But yeah, he was out there playing music before and after the show, and he bought a ticket, came to see it. So we had him stand up during the show, and we're like, we're honored. Art Paul Schlosser is here. And then afterwards, I had a lot of people being like, "Who's that now? Who did you have stand up during the show?" So maybe he isn't as famous as we thought he was.
Well, when he stood up, there was a good amount of applause.
I know.
Yeah.
I think he's a household name for us, maybe not for everybody.
Yeah,
but anyway, we made contact with Art Paul, so maybe he'll come on the show sometime, or who knows? We'll do something with him.
Yeah. Okay. What else do you want to talk about?
Well, the other thing is we just posted today for all of our Patreon backers at the $5 level. You talked last week about the theme song to Joe's Tedium Corner, which is Crank It Up from this tape, Power Moves 92.
Oh, yeah.
This is the GTE Yellow Pages sales.
Power Moves. Look at this. Let me just pop everything
Yeah.
out here. This is like... Yeah.
That's the cassette tape. So I just posted Crank It Up today. I will post the other songs from this. It's got the lyrics, right? On the inside?
Those are all the songs on there.
Yeah.
Did you just put Power Moves up, or did you put anything else
I just did to
up?
start off with. but I will put the rest on eventually.
Okay, we should put up the whole album.
Well, you got to post each audio clip separately. So I did the first song first
throughout this month, and then
I'll post the rest out.
The other songs on there are okay. So if that was Crank It Up, 1989.
Yep. Side B closes out side B.
Book It to Bangkok, 1990 is another one.
Yep.
Addicted to Sales, 1991, and Power Moves, 1992. Power Moves, 1992 is actually pretty good.
Really good, too.
Yeah.
So, more coming your way to Patreon, so thanks for that, and we'll have more video clips coming for you, too.
Okay, so we have an update on Melinda. So, I think we talked about this last week, right? About tracking down Melinda. We want to track down Melinda.
Yeah, well, let's back up for people seeing the first time. Nick Nolte.
Well, I have a clip.
Oh, okay.
Of that.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
So,
as a refresher.
I'll set this up. So,
Sure.
48 Hours, the news magazine, did an expose. I don't know, expose, or maybe like just a story on Nick Nolte about his health regimen, because he takes a lot of herbal medicines.
Slow news week for him, I guess.
It really was. And so they did this story on him, and when he comes in, so when we start off the show, we say, "Hello, Melinda." It's a reference to Nick Nolte saying, "Well, hello, Melinda," to the woman at the herbal medicine doctor's office.
Right.
So here's the 48 Hours. I slowed it down so that you could actually see Melinda, because I found the full version. Okay. So I extended it so you can see all of Melinda.
Oh, wow. So this is something new that we
And then I
haven't shown.
slowed it down several times, and I zoom in on her face.
Okay.
So we'll start there, and I'll give you the next part of the update.
This is our quest to find Melinda.
Followed Nolte, who's now... 48 Hours followed Nolte, who's now 60, and yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing, to his doctor's clinic in Dallas.
Hello, Melinda.
To see if he's achieved...
Oh,
She
Melinda.
Look, you see Melinda again right here. There's Melinda right
Is
there
she
on the
the
left.
receptionist?
I assume so. There, I've slowed it down even further.
Okay. She could be a doctor, I guess. We don't know.
No, but she greeted him at the door,
Yeah.
and then he went in to talk to the other doctor. That's Melinda right there. That's who we're
Right.
looking for.
Okay. So we're looking for Melinda so that we can say, well, hello to her, right? That's the goal?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
probably do like an interview with her or something.
Yeah. Get to the bottom of...
Okay.
I don't know what we'd get to the bottom of, but
So-
we want to find her.
So I found out the doctor's name. I watched the whole thing. I
Yeah.
found out the doctor's name. It's an office in Dallas, and I called it, and I have the exclusive footage right here.
Okay.
Buckle your seatbelts here. This is
This is you. Yeah.
me
I was
calling.
videotaping you calling.
You videotaped me calling.
We transferred it to VHS.
Yep. Kind of nervous.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Lifespan Medicine. This is Laura speaking. Can I assist you?
Hey, I'm calling for Melinda. Is Melinda still work there?
I'm happy to check for you. May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, this is Joe Pickett calling from VCR Party.
Oh, yes.
And actually, Melinda was the receptionist there, I think probably around 2000.
Then the answer would be no. That's not somebody that's still in our office.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Trying to track her down. She was in that 48 Hours Nick Nolte piece. Do you remember that? Were you there for that?
Oh, from your Elliot Glazer episode, of course.
Maybe if you can tell me a little bit what it's regarding, I can see if I can connect you with someone who can assist you.
Yeah, so in, I think it was around 2000, 48 Hours did a piece on Nick Nolte, and he walked into the clinic that you're at now in Dallas, and he saw the receptionist, and he said, "Well, hello, Melinda." And we've always been trying to track, it's kind of become like a thing that we say now, like, "Well, hello, Melinda." So we wanted to track down Melinda and like actually sit down and
Sir, I
interview
have a
her
dying
about,
patient. Can you hold on for 1
just
minute?
about, I don't know what we would interview her about, but
Yeah, that's all right.
hold on a second.
Where we realized that there's really no point to this.
That's what I realized. I say hit a now, roadblock.
Well,
here.
hello, Melinda. So we wanted to track down Melinda and like actually sit down and interview her about just about, I don't know what we would interview her about, but we'd find something to ask her.
And who am I? You said your name is Joe Pickett, and you're calling from what company?
VCR party.
VCR Party.
Maybe
Okay.
you've heard of it?
Perhaps maybe our CEO would be the best person to speak with, and she might be able to provide you some information.
Great.
She's not available at the moment, but I'm happy to take your phone number and ask her to give you a call back.
Awesome. Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Get in touch with the CEO, then we'll figure out why we're doing this. But first, contact your CEO.
So, but I haven't followed up yet.
Okay,
and,
so-
and the CEO has not called
She
me
hasn't
back.
called back.
No, it's
Okay.
weird.
All right. Some guy is calling, and he wanted to. I guess it's become an inside joke of saying hello, Melinda. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of a long road to get there. But I think if we can make
If we can find out what year they were there, if I talk to the CEO,
Yeah.
we can find out who Melinda was. She's going to know who Melinda is. I
Yeah.
can take a screen grab, send that to the CEO.
Yep. And,
And worst case scenario, I send it to the doctor, who's Chris something,
right.
and say, hey, what's up with Melinda?
I think it's official that we are no longer interested in interviewing Nick Nolte about that clip. We want
Oh,
to meet
no, fuck
Melinda.
that guy. No, we're done with him.
It's
Yesterday's news.
strictly Melinda based.
Yeah.
So, all right, Melinda, we're on the hunt for you. And if you're watching VCR Party, look us up, please.
Okay, so when we were in the Midwest, we went to a Goodwill, and Goodwills, they usually suck now. They're like dollar stores now. They're too polished, they're too clean, they're too nice.
And can I just say, we were driving at like 3 in the morning after a show in Minneapolis, and I just happened to find somewhere like an hour and a half down the road on the way to Madison, just kind of a flea bag motel where there's a blurry-eyed man who's like, we've woken up,
Yeah, called
And
the Royal Inn.
Called the
right?
Royal Inn in
Yeah.
Hudson, Wisconsin. Actually, decent place.
It was.
We got there, and then in the morning, I was like looking around, and we were right next to a strip mall that had a health food store, next Vegan Corner,
Next vegan corner.
which I was happy about. And then right next to that was a Goodwill. And like you said, we weren't expecting there to be much there. It's usually really nice.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, but no, this one had a huge wall of VHS. We have a whole stack of good shit that we found there, but we also found this that I'm super excited about because it's another Russian fantasy video, like Anna Ben Wap.
In the tradition of Anna Ben Wap,
So we don't normally show movies on this
Yeah.
show. Like we're all about, the other stuff. The Russian fantasy, we will always show Russian fantasy.
we make an exception.
I think that's the new rule.
All right.
So this one, I can't even pronounce this one. It's like Unpuninkan.
Oh yeah, that's Cyrillic. Like you can't- Yeah.
Bipentanho. But anyway, I popped it in, and within 7 minutes, a fucked up scene happened.
Really?
So,
Great.
And I think you'll quickly realize what this movie actually is from this clip
Oh,
here.
okay. It might be based on something
Yes,
else.
it's based
Okay.
on something else.
All right,
So-
haven't seen this. Looking forward to it.
Yep. It's belated. This could be a Joe's Tedium corner, actually.
It keep getting closer. This is gonna be his pupil. Ugh. 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 It's hideous. I assume that's Geppetto, and that's.
Yeah, that's Pinocchio.
I don't like seeing Pinocchio's nipples.
Watch this part.
What's so funny?
He's a boy.
It's a girl's voice. Can you turn it down a little bit, please? This is just piercing.
А ну, пожалуй.
All right, I think we.
Yeah, that's probably fine. So it's. Oh, I don't like the sharp nose. There's a lot of things not to like on that one.
Yeah, the sharpness.
The sharpness of the nose.
Pinocchio should not have a sharp nose.
No.
But anyway, I'm gonna.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep
keep
an eye on
mining
this.
that, yeah.
Yeah, and just see
that's
what we can get.
their version of Pinocchio. Disney's got nothing on that one.
Yeah.
The maniacal laughter. Hey, just real quick before we get into the much anticipated debate. This weekend, or actually this Thursday, we're in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, at this really cool place called Steel Stacks. So come see us if you're anywhere near there, Allentown.
What are we doing? We're doing cherished gems there. We're doing like our greatest hits, the best of everything.
And earlier that day, if you've seen our Chop and Steel news appearance, we're actually going to talk to the news anchor of the station we're on, but not as Chop and Steel, because he knows the jig's up.
No, we have just as many questions for him, too.
Right.
So,
what was he thinking? When did he know something might not be on the level? So we'll have an update on that.
Yeah.
And then the following night, this Friday night, we were at the Colonial Theater, which is in Phoenixville, PA, which is kind of not too far out of Philadelphia. And like we mentioned, this is the theater from The Blob, and I know you're asking about that scene where people are running out of the theater, the Blob's attacking them, so I'm going to throw that up. This is let me see. People running out of the theater, that's the theater we're playing. So,
cool.
I mean, maybe if we play Sudden Birth or something, people will actually run out of the theater, but we'll see how it goes. So come see us on Friday, make the drive, it's going to be a special show. We're looking forward to that.
All right. Time to get into this political debate.
All right.
It's like really intense, like
important,
divisive, partisan, governmental.
Yep.
What are some other
governmental? I think you hit the nail on the head with governmental. All right, it's the show and tell / debate.
Yeah. Let's roll the graphic. Let's get everything. So you want to start off?
Sure.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Well, Steve, are there any opening words you want to say first, or is there anything like you want to? So maybe we should just explain first what we're doing. I mean, yeah, go ahead. What are we doing?
Well, I'm expecting a lot from you guys. I want you guys to be on the up and up. I think that this is a good chance for you guys to show the world what two really great candidates can do for the world, and really, hopefully, as I try to switch this over, hopefully set an example for everybody that this is the way politics should be.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well put.
No, we're gonna try. But here's the thing. I strongly feel that Grill Skill 2, it's not actually called Grill Skill 2, it's called Fast with Class. But let's just call it, for all intents and purposes, Grill Skill 2. I feel like it's the stronger video.
And I would maintain, and I would go to my grave maintaining, that Grill Skill, the original Grill Skill, is a classic for the ages, and it will stand the test of time. And I feel that should win tonight's election for VCR Party Comptroller.
So what we're going to ask of you is, don't vote yet.
Right.
Watch everything, and then go into the comments, and then vote for the candidate or the Grill Skill that you like better. Go ahead and call it Grill Skill 2. You don't have to call it Fast with Class.
Grill Skill 1 or Grill Skill 2.
Register your vote in the comments, and we will announce the winner next week.
Okay.
And...
well, let me tell you about the first candidate.
Okay.
This candidate isn't flashy. It's just a simple old VHS tape that I found collecting dust at a video store called Kim's in New York in the late 90s. And for some reason, for sale at Kim's Video was this little video called Grill Skill. And I bought it.
Why was it there?
They had videos on their shelves that weren't being rented out, so they would take these former rentals, these working class rentals.
They rented training videos out to people.
Oh yeah, they had all sorts of weird stuff. I mean, if I haven't mentioned Kim's Video, they had not only an anime section, but they had it divided into subcategories, and one of them was tentacle rape. That was just one category in a much larger anime section. So I'm sure they had a training video section, and Girl Skill wasn't
So you're
renting
going to be
out.
focusing on tentacle rape for your...
No.
All right.
Sir, can you please not interrupt the other candidate while he's informing the voters?
Thank you, Steve. If I could continue the story, this humble beginnings of this VHS tape, I found it, and I popped it in the VCR, and it turned out to be an ambitious training video from 1989 for Wendy's. It features an appearance by Dave Thomas, which I'm not sure if Fast with Class does, but Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's, makes an appearance in Girl Skill, signifying its importance. And I'd like to start off by playing a clip from Girl Skill, Girl Skill 1, that features Dave Thomas and kind of gets us into a very high-concept, magical realm that this training video reaches for. So here's Girl Skill number 1.
Okay. Is it going to play anytime soon, or? Okay.
Steve, can you?
You'll have your chance to rebut.
You have one of the most important jobs at Wendy's. Right now, I want you to devote your full attention to learning the new four-corner press procedures for cooking Wendy's old-fashioned hamburgers. And while you're doing that, I am going to have a hot and juicy hamburger with mustard, pickle, and onion.
Hot and juicy.
Here's a crew guide and the grill training tape. Why don't you have a look at the tape first, and I'll check back.
I like those red clam shells.
Oh, can you imagine what's on this? Ready?
Some production value, special effects.
Yeah, fog machine.
Now, working the grill, Bill, it ain't so tough. But first of all, you got to check your stuff.
Did a little skip in the head.
Oh, yeah.
250 with the meat and cheese that's ready to go. A towel to keep your station looking cool. But most of all, you got to have your tool.
Okay, that's just a little bit of entering into the magical world of Girl Skill.
Wonderful.
Okay, Joe, I'd like to hear you rebut for 30 seconds on Grill Skill 1 and then set up Grill Skill 2 and why voters should...
I
First
cede
of
my
all,
time.
What's that?
I'm just ceding the rest of my time.
First of all, thank you so much, people out there in YouTube and Facebook land, to tune in and watch us. We really appreciate it so much. Second of all, I'd like to say thank you for showing Grill Skill 1, because I think Grill Skill is a classic also. I think it's an excellent training video. I loved it. I watched it a lot, and I think it's great. Grill Skill 2, however, came along. We were doing a show in Denver, Colorado, and this guy named Andrew gave us Fast with Class, Grill Skill 2. And we popped it in, and it was like, holy shit. Like, this is, like, it takes it to another level. Not only do you have the Duke of the Grill, which they refer to as the Duke, which is the rapping guy, they have a singer in it, and her name is Sister Sam. And she and, what's the guy's name?
Bill.
Bill, yeah. Bill and her, they have this report. Let me just pop it in, and this is the introduction. So not only do you get Bill with the Duke, you get Bill with the Duke and with Sister Sam. So let me pop it off. This is. It starts very abruptly too. It just starts right in the world.
No Dave Thomas.
No Dave Thomas at all. Not necessary.
Remember me, Billy? I'm the Duke of the Grill. Just dropping by to check on your grill skill.
Duke, there's no need to worry about me. I've got the grill position under control.
Is that right?
When it comes to turning and pressing, I am top grill. Look, everyone knows that the grill is the most important job at Wendy's, and I've got it down. I'm really...
Billy. You may have the grill down pat, but there's more to working at Wendy's than that. Seems to me you got a lesson to learn. You're gonna find yourself talking out of turn. You won't believe what's gonna happen now. Look what you've done,
Definitely
Billy.
the same shoot, same set.
Yeah. Look at building some tension, some production values.
Spooky.
Yeah. Listen.
I'm Sister Sam, now you'll listen to me, 'cause I'm the queen of sandwich making, and I'll always be.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah. Look at this production value. So I stopped it before we get to the song.
All right, so that's Sister Sam's
what
introduction.
What I also like is a female perspective on this, about how to. Well, she's not so much about grilling; she's more about sandwich making, as you're going to see in the next clip. But I do appreciate the female perspective. Now, do you have any female perspective in your clip that you're about to show here?
Yeah, I do. The crew trainer. Yeah, she's in the. Well, we saw her a little bit in that. So there is some female representation.
Briefly, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Andrew say where he got the grill skill to? Undocumented. Interesting.
Mysterious. More interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. All right. I like to know where mine comes from, but I actually
Kim's video. Where'd Kim's video get it from?
Well, I assume a former employee. I don't know.
You don't know either. Okay. Yeah. Well, you got it from somebody, and you don't know where they got it. I got it from somebody, and I don't know where they got it.
All right. Well, I found it by hand, so
who's right?
There's more documentation on mine. So
the viewers will let us know who's right. I think we should go on to round two.
Okay.
I'd like to see a little bit more. You guys are both making very compelling
In my second point, I would like to talk about the song. Now, I've heard Sister Sam's song, and I just feel like it's not as catchy, and it lacks some of the pizzazz as the Girl Skill Rap. Girl Skill Rap has, from Girl Skill 1, has two different modes. It has the one where the magical rapper is rapping him the instructions, but then it also has some back and forth between Bill
Magical rapper, who would he...
That would
You're talking about the Duke of the Grill?
Duke of the Grill,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
So there's
just call him by name going forward.
All right,
just call him the Duke.
I was trying to be descriptive because I think the magical rapping Duke of the Grill interacting with Bill on his first day on the job, there's some back and forth. It's almost kind of a little bit of a, Aerosmith, Run DMC, Walk This Way. 1989. This is Bill and the Duke of the Grill rapping back and forth.
He's going to play anytime soon? Okay.
Again, because the meat's just fine. But when you see those juices rise, you can turn that patty to the other side. Don't scrape the grill. We want it wet, you see. It keeps the meat moist so it's hot and juicy. And when those red juices no longer rise, you can serve that patty. It'll win a prize. It takes just about 4 minutes to cook. But just to make sure, you can take a look. Use your tool to double check. It should be gray and moist to be correct.
Gray and moist?
Yep, gray and moist, just how you want your food.
When an order's placed, you're ready to go. Just drain the meat, just like so. Then when all the draining's done, you can place it patty squarely on the heel of the bun. All right, Billy. That's good. You're getting it down just like I knew you would. But just to be sure, there's still some more.
Okay, so that's the second part, where there's a little bit of interplay between the two of them. I like the interaction. I think Bill is actually doing a little bit of an impression of the Duke. He's trying to emulate him. You see the learning process. It's sort of a, almost like what you'd see in a montage of him learning the ropes.
Okay. But still no female presence.
Well, we already saw it in the first clip, but
right.
go ahead.
Okay. Well, in this particular scene, you're going to see Sister Sam, sing a song called Fast with Class, which is the title track of the video that we're watching here. And, well, let's just dive right in. I don't think I need to set this up anymore. And,
play anytime soon. Okay.
Fast with Class, that's the name of the game.
You mentioned spatula guitar playing. Was it just one person who...
No, but I've got a little surprise for you at the end of this.
Fast with?
You gotta make sure every customer's order's alright. You are the last to see the sandwich, so it's gotta be tight. Keep a close eye on your station, making sure that it's clean. And being friendly is important. Hey, you gotta look keen.
Look at double spatula guitar playing.
Not bad. Not bad.
That's the name of the game. Fast with Class, make them glad they came. Fast with Class, it's our claim to fame.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I'll grant you that the two guys playing spatula is pretty impressive. Yeah.
Well, it's cool to see Sister Sam there with the Duke of the Grill and Bill all in one room, all connecting, working together, and it's just a lot of synergy going on there. So.
I agree. I agree.
What do you got?
Well, I would like to show.
These are closing statements?
No,
no.
I still have more.
Okay.
I still have a couple more clips.
Okay.
In this one, it's.
Steve, who's winning so far? That's what moderators do, right?
Are you watching the voting online? You should not vote yet. We're going to hold it. Yeah. This one, I'd just like to show you. There's a few action-packed things that happen. Now, this is the Duke doing his instructional rap.
Okay.
After they'd kind of gone back and forth, he's telling them some closing things, and we get some guest vocals on this one, which I don't know if Fast with Class had guest vocals, but this certainly does.
But it's some.
Let me just go
Oh,
back.
it wasn't queued up right, huh?
Well, you know how it skips forward when you hit play?
Yeah. Oh, so it's the
Only
player's
serve a
fault.
great looking patty. Never serve a burger that's looking ratty. But if something goes wrong and your burger's not right, there's no need to get uptight. If the dry burn broken or incomplete, that baby turns into chili meat. Don't serve that meat.
Classic.
You see, cause quality is a recipe. Put those patties in a chili pan and save them
Those
for
sad
all
patties.
of our chili fans. But if they have cheese, then throw them away, or it'll ruin our chili. Our experts say now your patties are hot and ready to go, right in time with customer flow.
Stage 1, I'm raw, you just laid me down. I'm stage
female
2
presence.
and I'm getting brown. You turned me and pressed me just one time, but there's 2
Those
more
burgers have
stages
vaginas,
before I'm fine. I'm stage 3, you pressed me twice, just one more stage before I'm nice. Stage 4, I'm hot, I should be done, looking good like I should, so you can serve me, son. I'm stage 5 and I'm still alive. The service
Still
is done,
alive?
and don't be slow, I've only got 1 minute to go.
Remember this rap and you'll be hot. Give the grill your very best shot, and soon you develop some real grill skill. You'll be tough on the grill, yes you will. Mr. Bill.
He's going out of his fantasy world.
Bill, the tape is over. Do you have any questions?
No, I.
No.
I think I've got it all.
Ghost. Well, so that's sort of he's coming out of the fantasy world. We've got him entering it. That's him coming out of this high concept. It's almost like El Topo, or it's almost a surrealist masterpiece. I think.
You know what's weird is that Grill Skill 2, well, Fast with Class, begins in the fantasy world.
Right.
So, but he exits the fantasy world in Grill Skill 1.
Right, you're missing some backstory there. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, so I mean, that's all I have to work with here.
Okay.
Again, mystery is interesting to me. Spelling it all out, sure. I mean,
Okay.
if that's the type of personality you are, you need everything to be spelled out. I like a little mystery.
I like
in
an
my
origin
life.
story.
So, here's where we're going to go now. We are going to go to, remember when the Duke, Sister Sam, and Bill all had a cameo together? Now we're going to see Sister Sam and the Duke interact together for the first time
Titans.
ever. Two Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And then we're gonna launch into a new song by Sister Sam that isn't Fast with Class.
Okay. Exciting.
It's possibly more catchy than the previous
Well, I would hope so.
Sister Sam, I know where you're coming from. We make a great team. Both jobs have to be done. But Billy needs to know the grill's only part of the plan. I cook the meat, you dress the sandwich as nice as you can. Why don't you show Billy how to make a sandwich with style? Give him an education, and I'm gonna split this scene for a while.
See you around, Duke. Come over here, Billy.
Look at all this great stuff that's happening
I'm
here.
gonna show you how to make a sandwich that's sure to please. A single with everything, including cheese. Now you'll start with the regular bun. Make sure it's warm and fresh. You put the bottom in the center of the wrap and the top in your hand. You know our customers come to Wendy's because we give them a choice. Our sandwiches are made to order. We have a lot of condiments we can add, so it may seem confusing at first. But there's a method to our plan. Listen and let me show you what I mean.
You're gonna like this part.
White, red, and green. White, red, and green.
Multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah. The mayonnaise. You know ketchup is red.
The pickles are the green. Make them evenly spread.
And then mustard.
You gotta do it.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So it goes into a new avenue. I like it. It's funky.
What about the awkwardness between when the Duke
transition?
When the Duke handed it off to Sister Stam to teach Bill about that.
I'll acknowledge the awkwardness is pretty great. It's pretty great.
It's not a smooth transition at all.
Yeah. It's no singing burger patties, but it's pretty great. Now, I have some variety in Girl Skill 1, too, that I would like to tout, because I think variety is important. And here's a reprise of the song, but sung with employees. And I think if you like one person or even two people playing guitar with spatula, well, buckle up, because we're going to see, I'm just going to let that be a surprise. But this is the closing music video.
You're saying that there are other people who play spatula?
Well, I don't want to give it away.
Wow.
But
like, did Karl Rove help you with this?
No. This is just how it is on the tape.
This is Rovian. This is Rovian.
Turning and pressing. That's what you do with the burgers.
I'm doing it right.
Frankenstein playing the guitar. Frankenstein's monster, sorry.
Gotta keep the team tight. I've got grill skill. It takes nerves of steel.
These are real employees, too. Working class. I like that.
Up to the one with the grill skill.
One of the best guys.
I've got you covered when they're lined out the door.
We should actually put this on.
When you get hit real hard.
Another good ringtone.
I said bring on some more.
Good, Reinhold. Yeah, and I just want to show that one more time the reluctant lady who they made point. This poor woman. She's 90 years old. And
I like the making.
You got credits, the Girl Skill crew, Wendy's Music International, and then that's how it ends, a bonus music video. So that's my closing.
That's your closing
video
there?
clip. Yeah.
Okay, but they ended with a different song that was a music video other than the song that they already played before.
Well, yeah, Girl Skill opens the video, but just a small portion of it. You see the full thing in the closing video.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here's my closing statement. So you're talking about variety, and about how variety, it's important, right?
Yes.
You were saying that.
I was.
Steve, do you want to chime in with anything here?
I'll wait till after this.
Okay, all right, okay. You say variety is important. Well, what about, tell me something. Do you like to laugh? Do you like sketch comedy? You like Saturday Night Live?
I love Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, sketch comedy. Well, Grill Skill 2, Fast with Class, it delves into sketch comedy a little bit.
Oh, great.
And also, there's some surprises.
Okay.
Something you could never imagine in a million years. Also,
I do like surprises.
Also,
how am I ever going to remember what to put on all these different sandwiches?
Don't worry. Your manager will show you how to make every sandwich at Wendy's. And he'll work with you till you get it down. If you have any questions on condiments, you can check your burger book too. It has
also,
pictures
they have a
and
burger book.
instructions on how to build every sandwich. And Billy, no wilted lettuce. That is definitely uncool. Billy, I want you to meet a friend of mine. Grab your nose and tap your toes.
Get real.
Do it, Billy.
So do it, goddammit.
Excuse me,
that's
sir,
Sister Sam.
but when I order
As
my
Elvira?
seafood and everything, I really prefer my condiments to be on the sandwich instead of all over my tray.
She's not happy with her sandwich. They always call it sandwiches, too.
Do you
Yeah,
know
it's
what
a
happened
burger.
to the last sandwich
Whoa.
maker who served me a sloppy sandwich?
Rabbit.
It really does pay to be neat. Don't worry, Bill. You've got the makings of a great sandwich
Just
person.
like Saturday Night Live. Yep.
Wait, did you hear the last line?
You got the great makings of...
Hold on, listen to the last line.
Don't worry, Bill. You've got the makings of a great sandwich person.
Is there a rope somewhere I could hang myself? That's not a compliment. No one wants to hear
So
that.
I watched the credits of that,
Yeah.
and they thank Jack Hanna
and the Columbus, Ohio Zoo, for letting them use that enormous
that
toad.
Oh.
Now, I just realized that I have another clip here at the end here. My math must have been off. I'm just wondering if it's possible for me to play one more clip at the end.
Steve?
That do you want to deny the American people another clip from...
ground rules were set.
Yeah, I feel like the rules were set.
Oh, okay, so we'll just deny the American people one more clip.
Hey,
Nick is willing to
whoever,
cede his time.
whoever wins next week will get to see one final clip from the winning
that's
video.
fair.
I think that's fair.
Well, if I don't win, then they're never going to see this clip. And I'm saying that right now, I can play this clip and people can watch it.
I think that's
How are we doing on time, Steve?
Against the rules.
45.
45?
Yeah. I do not think they should be able to see that
I'm just
clip.
going to hit play.
Hey, Steve! Steve, this is against the rules. This does not count. Disregard this clip from the final.
I'm going to ask everyone to disregard this, but we're going to say
Now remember everything I told you about making sandwiches, and you'll be cool.
Turn it off. This is unfair.
Now I think you're ready to be part of the team. Sandwich making can be easy. It's white, red, and green. Remember what I said. You stay ahead of the plan. You'll be the greatest sandwich maker. Sister Sam knows you can.
This is dirty. This is dirty tactics.
People are trying to watch it. You're ruining it for people.
No one's trying to watch this. They believe in the
they don't want to see
fairness
these
of our-
awesome graphics.
They believe in the fairness of the debate is what they believe.
Yeah, the American people
Cut
don't
his
want to
mic,
see those.
Steve. Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
The American people don't want to see those.
I think that was...
Oh, I
enough
can't
we
believe
have
you're
to
denying
say.
the American people this
Yes.
ending.
So I guess what America's got to decide is, do they want an origin story? Do they want celeb cameos? And is it going to be Dave Thomas as your celeb cameo? Or would you rather Elvira?
Nobody knows who Dave Thomas is. He died 25 years ago.
Everybody, there's a statue of Dave Thomas in Ohio.
Oh, so everybody must know who he is.
Do you care about provenance of the tape? You know, do you want to know where it comes from, if that's important?
Well, this
to you?
comes from Kim's, a video store that they
He
found.
had quite a
it first
story that
anyway.
went with it. But then on the other hand, how much of a female presence do you want? I feel like one tape had certainly a much bigger female presence than the other.
Yeah, I had an old lady pointing, but go on.
Well, that brings up fantasy world versus real world. Like, where do you want to spend time? Do you want to go back and forth, or do you want to just stay in one world? Obviously, spatula guitaring, that is going to be a big factor.
I think a lot of people are going to be talking about spatula
I think that
guitaring.
is.
Yep. That's one of those. What do they call it? Like single issue voters.
Yeah.
That might be.
I think
how
for
many
single issue
spatulas.
voters, it's going to come down to songs. Like, if you're right, like, I think there's certain people that are just going to latch onto a song, and that's what they're going to vote for. I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, there's like one of the key voting demographics is spatula playing dads
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's- that they could decide the election.
And then surprises is also the last.
I
bit.
would like to give you the opportunity to make a small closing statement, and then I'll do the same.
Well, I mean, I tried to show the American public out there the last song in the whole video.
Rewriting the rules of the debate, okay.
Which I got cut off, which I thought was unusual, and I think that people want more. So what I ask people is that if you want to see the ending of that one, because there is a surprise ending at the end that you didn't see coming. It has nothing to do with the toad. At the end, they cut around, there's a surprise ending, and you didn't get to see it because, well, I guess our moderator cut it off and you were throwing your hand up in front of the camera. And if you'd like to see it, vote Grill Skill 2. Vote Fast with Class, and we'll get to see it. No further questions, Your Honor.
While I appreciate my opponent's valiant efforts tonight, I believe in the rule of law. I believe in fair debate, one that agrees upon
Move it.
the
Quicker.
ground rules set beforehand,
Boring.
without dirty tricks.
Boring.
What I believe is that the original is the best. I believe that the music is the best.
Wow. Never heard that argument before.
I believe that the I didn't interject during yours.
I didn't know
but,
we couldn't interject. Can we not
Steve?
interject?
No interjecting.
Okay.
I think the irony here is that for a video called Fast with Class, I've been the classier debater tonight. And I hope you'll keep
You
that
haven't
in
been fast. You've been really slow, actually. You've been taking a long time.
And I hope you'll keep that in mind, along with the quality of
Faster.
the rapping and the interaction. And we'll vote for Grill Skill 1, the original, still the best, Grill Skill number 1.
Yep. You saw everything that he had to offer.
there's still more with mine.
Oh, I have plenty of bonus clips too. You'll see them if you vote for
Oh, you do? Where'd those come from?
Oh, there's plenty more to show.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
cool.
I don't offer dangling teasers. I included the things I wanted to include in the debate, as we agreed upon.
I tried to. You cut me off.
Wait, we agreed on 4 clips. Okay. All right. Well, you decide, America. Let us know.
All right. We are going to end things on this election night with this one. Whenever there's a big event, we call on Frank Worley.
Yep.
We call on Sing Along with Frank Worley because this guy has a song for every big event.
He's America's grandfather.
And
so we look to him in times of crisis.
Exactly. And this is a big divisive election, and there's, it's a big one, right?
Right.
And so I think with this song, he will bring us all back together. And this is actually America the Beautiful, but it's the third verse of America the Beautiful.
Which nobody knows.
No, everybody knows the first verse. Everybody has that one memorized. But the third verse, they use some really weird words. And then also Frank Worley's in it too, so it's a bonus. So we're going to leave you with that. America the Beautiful, the third verse of America the Beautiful.
Happy election night, and vote in our election as well. We'll tabulate the results next week live on VCR Party.
Grill Skill 2, do it.
Grill Skill 1.
Beautiful for heroes brewed in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thine gold refine, till all success be nobleness and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea, and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining